Wait, don't turn the channel. You've tuned into High Gravity.
The show where we talk about beer, brewing, and bullshit.
Where the only thing we take seriously is the next round.
So grab a glass.
Fill it with something cold.
And enjoy the show.
Hands on the keyboard.
So it's already started.
Starting.
It is now.
You know, we've learned.
Welcome to High Gravity.
Welcome. we know now. We know your secret, Johnny.
Well, that's okay. There's no secret about it. I never hit it. Well, all right, yeah, I intentionally hit it.
Phrasing.
Need a little light still. We talk about it every time that goes on when we start
cold.
recording.
Yeah, the on-air sign.
Yeah.
It does. See, it starts moving.
Yeah,
the
I don't
track,
see
and
it.
I can see levels and waveform and everything. It's great.
Bullshit.
So I think I might
it
need
does.
to learn,
See, it's right there.
like, podcast etiquettes. What can I, cannot say?
Whatever the fuck you want.
I like it.
Well, first
as
off,
long as your mic focused, we don't give a
first off,
shit.
we haven't even said who's here. Who's here? Who are you?
Oh, I'm the little brother.
Yes, this is Phil. This is Phil. This is Darrell's brother who is here. He brought us beer, so
They let me on.
yeah, we're gonna drink it with him.
If you don't bring beer, they don't let you on.
That is generally a rule of thumb.
Well, we haven't been doing too good with that.
Well,
Thinking about it, he's the only one that's brought beer.
Hey,
and well, are you sure? Maybe, yeah.
I mean, other than us.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
Maybe you
we
are
allow
right,
ourselves on here because we bring beer. Well, I guess maybe we should adjust those rules because now that I think about it, nobody else brought us beer. They just brought us hot takes, and those aren't nearly as delicious.
No.
So, which beer do we want to drink first, though? Because my glass is empty.
Well,
And I'd
let's
hate
go
to have a
with the-
conversation without beer.
I'll let Philip
Well,
say where he got them or
Is
how
the
he got
glass
them. And
empty if it has yet to be full?
Shut up.
no, it's just drank.
Give me that Schrodinger shit. Like I don't need this. Like, I don't.
let's start with the Baltic Porter because that one had a 91 rating on the
Wait a minute.
I think it's this
Beer
one.
Advocates.
Oh, Baltic.
Are you salivating?
Because there's a Baltic
waiting
porter
for that to break.
that also has oak flakes in it. So do you want
Wait a minute, that
The
wasn't
award
short.
winning. Let's start with the award winning because if that's the best ones, we can go downhill from there.
So these beers are all from Combs. Is that how we pronounce it?
Combs, yep.
It's Komes. It's a brewery out of Poland. Their website was all in Polish, and my phone translated it, and it just made me feel so good.
Miloslav, Poland, where it shows it comes from.
Let's see, what's the label say here? 9% alcohol by volume, product of Poland. Combs Baltic Porter from Brewery Fortuna, in one of the best Baltic porters the world, and also one of the most appreciated Polish beers. That's like very poorly translated. I didn't actually screw up reading that. It's just written really poorly.
Should have just said, I am good.
And then it says, when Combs is stored for 18 months, the beer changes its taste. Now you can decide how long your Combs will mature.
How old is that one?
Well, 18 months is what it has on the label for the recommended aging time. Can you guess how old this beer is?
Is beer years to human years like
wait.
months to years? So 18 months is 18 years.
I thought that was
therefore
a date stamp, but like 56, 51, 17 doesn't make any sense.
Lot number?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say how old they are. At least that I can see anyway.
For the record, everybody but Johnny is looking at a bottle of beer now.
Yeah,
I'm afraid you'll drink it all.
What are we looking for?
we're just looking for a date, but there's not one. At least on this bottle. So I'll open it and then we'll drink it.
And we'll see if it's good. We'll know.
Oh, okay. It popped off
Well,
rather
it does-
uneventfully.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear no pop, no. Tss.
It just came off kind of.
I'm a little worried now.
I'm
Might have
going to
been
go
sitting
with
on the
probably
shelf.
June of 21, looking at that as most likely the date code.
Well,
June
the,
29th,
good?
2021.
the
Smells good
price
in the
on there, it got to the building in 12/09/19. So in 2019, that's when he put his label on there for price.
How are you reading it?
Oh, I didn't pour it very close to the mic, Darrell. You have to take that one.
I don't know if that's that, because this is 0421.
Well, maybe not.
That sounded nice. It's
Still got bubblies.
it's a little lighter than I was expecting.
Ooh, it smells good.
So
Porter, though.
maybe but I've never really looked into it. What makes a porter different from a stout? Why are they different?
More bubbles.
No, it's not more bubbles. Good try, though. Actually, I'll buy it. Fair enough. Moving on.
More bubbles.
No, it is lighter than the stout.
Okay, so yeah, look lighter. It smells nice. It smells kind of like smoky and malty.
I should rephrase that. More carbonation because stouts are typically served with nitro versus CO2.
Smooth.
Yeah.
I like it.
Smells stronger than it tastes.
What's it? I mean, it's got like coffee like right at the end, and it's just a little bit.
It's not bad though. As one who doesn't drink coffee, it's not a bad coffee. I gotta raise this up.
It is a little bit more on the dry side, so that on the back of the bottle, like it's got like a little scale for how long you age it, and it says it gets drier as it ages. And,
It is pretty dry.
the coffee's nice. It's almost like a hazelnut coffee.
Yeah.
It's good though. Good job, Combs. Combs.
Gomez.
Comies.
I don't know. You know I don't speak Polish.
I don't.
Get your translator out.
Yeah, what does
Combs mean?
It's probably just like the family name.
There's got to be a visual thing on Google Translate. Isn't
I'm
there?
grabbing
Let's
it
try
now.
that. Yeah.
Well, I've seen
So
ads
this
now.
is actually really good. It's that little sweeter side to it. I
Yeah.
can taste the kind of chocolate caramel in it. That's really good. I can see why
Caramel.
it's...
That's the word. I was
You can see why it's so
Caramel.
good.
Yeah.
Had you see the with Android search now? They have a thing where you can like circle something with your finger to search it. Like if you're scrolling the internet and you just see this random image, like someone's wearing like a specific jacket, you can like use that search feature and circle it with your finger, and it
I've
will
seen it in
search it.
Google when I'm trying to look somebody up, and it picks up on the shirt. It's like that's not what I
I'm
wanted
going
you
to translate this.
So now more like this porter here, this is more of
Commerce.
a malted barley that you use.
Oh, you're
Wait, it stands for commerce, so it thinks KOE or KOMES is commerce.
that's translating English to English, bro.
Yeah, but I don't.
Gotta go Polish to English. Try that one.
Consume.
All right, well, stepping back though, the
I didn't
porter,
drink
especially
yet.
this one, you can taste that malted barley that's in it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Whereas the stouts use more of the roasted barley, so you get that coffee tones.
Mm-hmm.
This one really doesn't have the coffee tones in it.
Should I get
More
coffee?
dark chocolate.
Like really
Light, not
light.
like a strong roast
I
though,
like-
not like
no.
a stout.
yeah.
No, it's not like a like you're drinking coffee and a beer.
That's because it's not so much the roasted barley; it's more malted barley that you're using in it. Little
I
sweetness,
like
caramel
that a
to it.
lot. Like the more I drink of it, now that I'm out, there's
more.
There's a lot less coffee note to me.
I fixed it. So this time it says Combs. Translated is Combs, but with a C.
Oh.
So
It's like Oktoberfest but with a K instead of
COMB
a
or
C.
COMES.
so comes.
So I was right. So
Darryl
how much
comes
did you
again.
pay for
That
this?
good of a beer.
I paid $5.
$5 for this beer. That is a damn good deal.
And it's a big bottle too. They're 1 pint and 0.9 fluid ounces, so almost 17 whole ounces.
That won bronze at the World Beer Cup.
I got 4 of them for
Yeah, this is one of the
$20.
higher
Says it on
rated
the
ones right
label.
here.
Oh, nice.
It was rated 91 with beer advocates.
Oh, nice.
I mean, everyone's won bronze at the World Beer Competition. Come on,
I've never
What?
been.
it's a low barrier of entry.
Well, I need to get better then.
I don't have high goals.
Make more SOB. You'll win with that. That's a good one.
I have some in the back still hidden. Don't tell anyone.
Oh, there you go.
Not that you just announced it to like all
There's-
5
Oh,
listeners.
by the time this launches, it's going to be gone. It's fine.
There's our GABF entrance right there.
Hey.
We talked about the Great American Beer Festival yesterday.
Not this year, for next year, though.
Right. I said
going.
sign up to be in the festival, and then we get to go for free.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I've been
Except for
right
the
by
plane
there.
tickets.
I don't know why I've never stopped.
Embassy?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 and 94.
I went to school at Macomb, 12 and Hayes, for 6 years.
He always got good prices for beer.
Yeah. Now, in my defense, it's not because I kept failing. I got 3 degrees out of it. I'll go for
3 degrees is kind of cold.
Yeah, I know. And the third one was a surprise. I went to apply for the 2 that I spent all that time working on. And when I walked into the office to apply for graduation, guys like, oh, you're here for apply for general studies, right? I'm like, no. The digital video production, digital art, and animation is kind of what I've been going for. He's like, oh, well, you have enough for this one, too. I'm like, what the hell do you mean? I've been following this program guide. Like, I have exactly the amount of classes I need for these 2 degrees. Guy gets all confused. Says, well, what program guide are you following? Says the Associative Arts program. Because, digital art and animation, digital video production, artistic, right? No, apparently when I first started there, they told me the wrong program guide to follow
Hey, that happened to me too.
because all of mine were under applied science. So I had like 8 or 9 more classes than I actually needed to graduate. So I could have finished 2 years earlier.
So what
Saved
you're
a
saying
hell of a
is,
lot of money.
but you're smarter because of it.
Only in general studies.
The shit you learned.
Very important stuff. I went to school for software development, and they had me taking like business
Yeah.
and English 101, and I'm like, why the fuck do I need to write a research paper? Like I
So-
type lines of code.
I went for electrical engineering, and I'm making beer now.
In my defense, in all those degree programs, one of my last classes was a digital photography class. It was a substitution for another class eliminated in the program. That class is where I met the guy that got me started down the craft beer road. And it was after that graduating class, we went to Cuisines, where I had my first taste of like a craft beer. So because of all of that, here we are. Had I not done any of that, I probably never would have met any of you guys. Would have been a great time.
Just imagine how much better off you would have been.
How much money I would have saved
Us
over
or
the years.
him?
Both.
Yes.
Both.
Speaking of Coonins, I haven't had Drippa in forever. I've kind of lost my taste for it, but like that was
I
always
like
like if I ever saw it on tap, I was like, oh, I gotta have a Drippa.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but they had a coffee one that was really good. Coffee roast, Java something.
I don't know if I've had it.
I don't remember the name of it now.
I've only been to Coonins once.
I've only had a handful.
My wife's cousin lives out by the one on Grossbeck, I think.
Oh yeah,
And
Oh, the
I
second
went there.
one,
I
yeah.
went there for lunch and had a couple of beers, and it's a huge place. It's pretty cool.
I wish I remembered more about it. It was I remember it was a penetrating porter. It was like 8%, and I was buzzed off a 1. It was also
I
a
should say.
time I didn't know the difference
only
between
one
the beer that
penetration.
shall
That's
not
all
be
you
named.
needed.
More penetration is needed.
The one
I'm
I
gonna let
liked,
that one go.
the one I liked was the white devil they had, the Quincy Ocho.
I didn't have it. Don't start
That was
speaking Spanish in front of him. He gets real
yeah,
mad
you know
about
what-
Mexican
You know what
labels.
movie that's from?
He knows a Spanish word. He would probably make a better label than that.
He's never gonna let that go. You realize that, right?
So how many episodes was that? That was the Mexican
That was
lager we had, right?
4 episodes ago, I believe.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
still joking about the artwork.
So
Well, it was funny when I was going through and editing
next
that.
one.
Like I had forgotten how angry he was about
this
it.
one's another
yeah.
Baltic porter. So
Yeah, barley,
With oak
barley
flakes.
wine.
we'll do back
like
to
barley
back
wine.
Baltic,
So in case you didn't know, we have 4 different styles here.
all from Cums.
Comments.
Can't be how that's
Cummies. Cummies.
Ooh woo. Anyway, so this next one is Baltic porter. Oak flakes. Like it doesn't say Baltic porter with oak flakes. Like the label actually just says Baltic porter oak flakes. Like is it named oak flakes? Like I love that they.
Is this like the Coca-Cola bottles that has your name on it? You have to find one.
Is your name Oak Flakes?
No, but remember we're dealing with Polish English translations here.
Welcome back to High Gravity, everybody, with Jim, Darrell, and Oak Flakes.
Hello.
What a great name! I'm going to name my firstborn Oak Flakes. All right, let's read the description and
His
see if it's
DJ
different.
name is now Oat Flakes. I'm calling you Oat Flakes from here on out.
DJ Oak Flakes with the Baltic Porter. And see, Cums Baltic Porter Oak Flakes is a
That's disturbing.
bottom fermented dark beer that owes its complex and rich profile to roasted malts and French oak flakes. Apparently, the French have different oak flakes than the rest of us. That's neat. And then it also says the same thing about aging it for 18 months and has the same little graphic on there that says it gets drier. All right, let's try to open
open.
this.
Hey, this
A
one
little
is.
better. A little
Philip, next time you go over there, when you're looking, see if they have Squirts Brewery.
Squirts Brewery.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Oh, I don't know if I can say it.
Always best not to then.
Yeah,
You know, we don't want a mature rating after all.
we're already there.
Oh no. No, I couldn't
Hey, what the
imagine.
hell are you doing? You pour it in front of the mic.
Oh,
See,
Darrell do
watch
it.
your big brother do it right.
I fucked it up.
Oh, that sounds so beautiful.
Doesn't it? It's to make our listeners thirsty. We have stock in every beer in the world, so the more they drink, the more money we make.
Well, except for the one that shall not be named.
Yeah, but that's
Fuck that.
Nobody that's listening to us is drinking that.
And if you are,
Oh, you
please
mean
stop
the,
listening.
You mean the urinal drain?
Yeah. If you're drinking that, just stop listening to us.
No, we're trying to convert people. Come on. Help the community. Help your fellow man enjoy good beer.
Anyways.
Or woman, or whatever the hell you are.
Oat
I don't care.
flakes, huh? Do you guys smell the oat flakes? They're French.
I'll tell you
Is
what,
that
though.
why I smell BO?
Same
come
smell as the porter we just had. Has that sweetness to it still.
I think this smells better. It smells a lot sweeter on the head.
It does smell sweeter.
My flakes taste all natural.
I don't think it tastes as good as the last one.
Nope, definitely not.
No, not bad though, but
The oat flakes make it fall a little flat.
The problem is, too, it has a little more body because of the oat flakes in it. So the other one was lighter. This one's a little heavier.
It's got a little of those wood tannins in it.
Yeah, it's,
both 9%.
it's definitely heavier.
But still, this is a good comes.
Yeah.
I like my comies.
It was satisfying.
I wouldn't not drink this, but I'd rather drink the first one. Oh, sorry, I'll keep you guys on track.
So if we have 4 of these here, is that like 4 comes in a row?
You know, that sounds like a record. You should probably call someone. If you have a Comes that lasts longer than 4, consult your doctor.
Yeah, we'll swallow all of them. Don't you worry.
God damn it,
This one
Darryl.
went down easy.
Oh boy, I bet it did.
I thought I was supposed to be the one driving things off the rails.
I know. What the
sorry.
hell happened?
I've lost my job.
Wait till the next episode. You'll be back.
We did start a new tradition that we won't talk about this episode, but one of these episodes we'll talk about.
Yeah,
Started a new tradition. It kind of gets us in a little bit of trouble
thanks. You know who you are.
You're welcome.
for the new tradition.
Yeah. Yeah, but this so far this comes.
It's not bad.
They're pretty good. Thank you, Poland. Mm-hmm. Do we have any listeners in Poland, Johnny? You have the statistics.
Yeah, there's 2 bots
I
that
can
listen
look.
to us in Poland.
Thanks, bots.
I set them up.
You don't have to look it up. I don't actually
I
care.
kind of want to know. We have one in Germany, though, now.
Shout out Germany.
So this gives me updates for like the last 3 months, but I can set it to a year, so we'll see here.
Yeah, I'd be interested to talk to somebody who, from Poland who like mainlines this stuff.
Or maybe who's been to there. The
Been to
brewery.
Poland.
Been to the brewery. Been to Combs.
I don't think the name of the brewery is actually Comes. I think it
It's
said
not.
something
I'm
on
pretty
the,
sure
the
it's not.
label.
But when I translated it said cummies.
So we've got United States, Germany, Canada, UK, Australia, Guatemala, Jamaica, Austria, and Finland.
Guatemala.
Yep.
That's all 8 listeners. Look at that.
We appreciate
And
all 8
I
of you.
sent a message to a few friends who are currently down in Antarctica because I want to play a characteristic from Antarctica for us in my other show, because the other show, that is the only continent that we're missing, is Antarctica, and we've been listened to completely around the world.
Wow.
I'm more curious about what they're doing in Antarctica. Science.
Watching penguins.
Actually, penguins and the sea lions.
Well, thank you to our audience.
They're scuba
Love it that you
divers.
listen, but I don't understand why.
They're scuba divers. They're going glacier watching and all that. There's a couple shipwrecks down there that are pretty cool too.
I can imagine. I've seen different kind of documentaries about what life's like in Antarctica, and it's.
I've always wanted to go.
I don't think I could
applied
handle
for a
it.
job there a few years ago. I never.
No,
got
I
called back.
pass.
Yeah, because
I'd go in a
everyone's
heartbeat.
Everyone's like, oh, I read a lot of books. I do a lot of this. I do a lot. I'm like, man, that sounds fucking boring. I want to go outside and not die.
I've just always wanted to go. I did apply for a job though, legit, a couple years ago, and it was something I had all the qualifications for, everything necessary. I look like I belong there. I mean, come on, I'm naturally insulated for down there, and I never got a call back. I was very sad.
You'll feed the polar bears.
No.
Or they in the was it Arctic and Antarctic? One means polar bears, one's mean not.
Oh.
Either way,
I just want to know, can you taste penguin when you're down there? I wonder if that's like a delicacy or... I would try it.
I mean, it's a bird, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can eat. I mean, maybe there's some
about-
penguins you can eat.
You can eat them.
What about penguin eggs?
That's true. Yeah.
I would try that too.
Ladies and gentlemen, raise your headphones high and tip them to the unsung hero of the icy Antarctic, the penguin egg harvester. That's right, a profession that teeters on the edge of a slippery slope. Here's to you, brave soul, who waddles into the freezing unknown, donning more layers than an onion attending a masquerade. You've mastered the penguin shuffle better than any Happy Feet extra, avoiding the affectionate peck of territorial beaks. You embody agility and balance. Harvesting eggs like a magician pulls rabbits from a hat. Except your hat is a sub-zero wasteland. While others flip through emails, you're flipping through flurries, deftly navigating the harsh chills to bring home the bacon. Or should we say, the omelet course of the Antarctic Gala. Yes, your fingers may have forgotten warmth, and you might not recognize your own face underneath the frostbite. But your uncrackable resolve never wanes. With a sturdy grip and the careful grace of a tightrope walker, you ensure the legacy of the mighty seabirds is not left scrambling. There may be easier ways to collect eggs, surely, but none that carry the weighty badge of honor earned beneath the gaze of the great southern lights. You're not just a connoisseur of the cold, you're the sultan of the snowdrifts, the juggler of a fragile future lying in pear-shaped promises. To the penguin egg harvester, we salute you. Just try not to slip on the job, because those tuxedoed birds are watching, and they're not going to pick you up.
All right.
Who the hell is it?
Penguin omelet?
How about penguin balut?
I don't even know what that means.
He's speaking French.
It is like duck
wait a
eggs
minute.
that are
Yeah, I
like
know what that is.
90% developed
Yeah,
and
no,
then
fuck
buried
that.
to ferment.
Fuck that. That's just
My uncle, when he was overseas, I think it was Korea, and he said, like, you know, the bars there, like, you drink until, like, you know, 4 or 5 in the morning, and he says you're stumbling out of the bar when the sun's coming up and there's vendors, you'd hear them, you know, yelling balut, balut, and he's like, these guys are pissed drunk coming out of the bars and just mowing on these things, and he's like, it's enough to make you want to I consider myself a very adventurous eater. I'll try anything, but that kind of fermented like duck egg sounds
that's not really
Yeah.
fermented. That's like
crunchy.
inseminated.
I mean, it's so
Not really inseminated.
Here
but
you go about eating
you know,
penguins, right? Today, eating penguins is not only frowned upon, but is also illegal under various international agreements that protect Antarctic wildlife. So
So I gotta get in a
don't eat
boat and go on
penguin.
international waters to cook it.
well, it's illegal.
We gotta go
here.
underground.
Like, I know I had a buddy that went to Japan, and over there, like, whale and dolphin
Shark.
is you can actually, you know, get it there.
Well, this is illegal under international agreements in Antarctica,
Oh,
so you can't.
I didn't
eat them
agree
there.
to
So
shit.
just don't eat Antarctic penguins.
South American penguin. This is probably why I'll never get a job down there, because they're gonna look like background check me, find this episode and talk about eating penguins.
so are you the degenerate who eats penguins? You son of a bitch!
Not yet. That's why I wanted.
Yeah, I don't think they look particularly appetizing, but they are shaped like something you should eat. They're very round.
They'd be kind of fun to pick off and shoot, though.
I don't know. It seems like
again-
shooting fish in a barrel. They stand there and they don't really do shit.
It's like, well, hey, you've
Yeah.
seen that episode of Futurama where Bender turns into
Yeah.
a penguin. They learn how to use guns.
That's true. That's
so,
true.
I mean,
So if you follow cartoon logic, if you've ever seen South Park, all you got to do is, they're coming right for us. And then you're good.
he's got a knife. You throw him a knife.
Exactly. All right, so I'm interested in this barley wine just because
Get back on
last
topic.
episode, last episode that
Yeah,
was launched,
We had one that was good,
and it
right?
was
Yes.
really good.
And it was a
you're
homebrew
not-
barley wine.
And you're not a fan of barley
I'm
wines.
not typically. No, they're usually like too sweet and too bland.
So I want to see how this compares to that homebrew because I loved that homebrew one.
Barley wine
was a
style,
good
12% alcohol, rich and multi-character, intense aroma. Let's see what its description is here. Comes Barley Wine is a top fermented beer with a very rich, intense aroma and a complex taste in which malty sweetness perfectly harmonizes with a well-marked but smooth bitterness. And this one actually says, when Comes is stored for 36 months, the beer changes its taste. So this one has a age
Hell of a
scale.
dry spell.
Yeah.
You know, I just can imagine this brewery listening to our podcast and see these dumb Americans.
Fucking Americans, what is wrong with them? I don't know why I went Russian there.
I don't know Polish at all.
No.
Those are not the same people.
No.
I don't know. I just like went to smell my mic. Like I was gonna pour the beer, and I'm like, I need to smell this beer, and I'm like, microphone. All right.
Smells like adhesive, I imagine. Nice.
It doesn't smell. I mean, the mic doesn't smell very good, but the beer smells interesting.
I modified the mic case that it's in, so what you're probably smelling is spray adhesive.
I don't really know how I feel about the aroma of this beer.
Yeah.
I mean, it smells smells a little bit sweet.
So it's got a dark color to it.
Yeah, it's definitely like
It's almost the same.
brownish amber color.
Oh yeah, a little lighter than the porter if you hold it up to the light. There.
A little bit, but yeah, not much. You're right.
I just want to see how far up I can get.
That's what she said.
It has a barley wine
Apparently, I
smell.
get
That
much better
sweetness
head
kind
than
of.
anybody else
It
here.
has the same smell. To
I
it.
was trying to think of a better descriptor than smells like barley wine because
wine?
it does. That's what I was thinking. Like it smells like a barley wine, and I'm like, what does a barley wine smell
Not
like?
that that's helping my
barley.
dating life, but
Yeah, I mean, kind of, maybe.
So you're telling me Combs just gave you
good head.
good head?
Yeah.
What's
I mean,
the
look at
the
that.
style
That's a lot.
guidelines?
Look at that. That is holding the head just
barley wine?
phenomenally
We talked
well.
about this last week. I don't even remember.
Like, I don't even want to break
Well, that was
it
an
'cause
American
it's
barley
just
wine.
so good.
That was an American
What
barley
type is
wine that we
this?
looked up.
Poland?
Well, it's from Poland, so I
Poland
imagine they're
barley
probably
wine?
not doing an American barley. I would imagine a European barley wine, because I'd be interested to hear what their at least the smell style is. Because like you said, yeah, it just smells like a barley wine.
I like it, but it's like a. Did you want the bottle?
Yeah, I wanted to.
It's like a. I would describe it as a light triple. Like it's got a lot of the flavors and characteristics of a Belgian triple.
It doesn't
But
taste like
light.
it's 12% though.
No, it is not.
That drink's really smooth. It's got kind of what's the word I'm looking for?
A very frothy head. Look, that shit is still holding. Oh my god!
In comparison to the last one we had, this one's sweeter for sure.
Oh, without a doubt.
definitely
Without a doubt.
The other one, I could taste the hops.
Yeah.
And it had that bitterness agent. I can taste a little bit in this, but I taste more
Yeah,
sweetness in this than anything.
But the bitterness is just light enough. I feel like it kind of balances the
the end.
sweetness. I feel
Yeah.
like it's a decent balance. I mean, I would drink it again. I wouldn't I
hell
wouldn't pick it out and just be like, oh, I'm going to drink this beer
You
every
just said
day.
you drink a barley wine?
Yeah, I would drink this again.
It has a
But
smell.
is
of
this
a,
one better than the last one we had?
Definitely not.
Okay.
has a smell of a Belgian triple?
I love the homebrew concepts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that
Just
that one
to
just
me, I get Belgian triple, but light.
Yeah.
That's what I get out of this. Like I said, it's got a lot of the characteristics. It just doesn't have that malt heaviness that a triple has.
I just get a dryness, probably because it's 12%. Sweetness. A lot of sweetness from like.
I get like the hops at the end of it. Like it's very sweet dominant, malt dominant in the beginning.
Get
and
a
then
little
it kind
bitter
of
at the end,
finishes
just a little.
with the dry hoppiness.
it's not as dry as that first porter we had.
Definitely not.
No. The first one was good.
I'm wondering if this aged a little bit longer, I think a little bit drier would maybe even be better.
No. Then it I don't like the dry finish on these. I don't with the sweetness in this. You won't get a dry finish.
Yeah, it could be a little less sweet for me, but only a touch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well, in that case, it'd be a touch sweeter for me.
Oh, there you go. Ooh.
It's getting weird in here now.
You guys did that earlier with the weirdness. We're already past weird.
I already drank to forget it.
Yep.
I
There you
come
go.
here one time and I feel awkward.
No, you came here 4 times. You brought 4 bottles of wine. We still have another one to drink. These are
These are all good for $5 a piece.
starting to make my head feel some kind of way about stuff.
Getting excited, are we?
I don't know if excited's the right word. I think inebriated is the right word.
Well, I mean, with our pre-gamer today, it's kind of
Yeah, the pre-
inevitable.
It's a tradition.
The pregame
Yeah.
is normally some of StarCraft's delicious beers, but
The off-menu selection.
we had something off menu selection from a local purveyor of various mendicants.
Don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
No. I would never indulge in such an
I'm
indulgence.
here looking over there and seeing it like so.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna do that tradition
taunting.
every single time before we do the episode.
Yeah, I mean I can get more.
Not this episode, maybe not the next one, but in 2 more after this one, in 2 more, we'll probably all be slurring.
You don't tell me beer. I was your beer. I can count to beer. Just wait. 1, 2.
Beer.
We need a way so that way our listeners can submit questions about either something
Facebook.
we've talked about or
Go to the High Gravity page on Facebook. You can submit questions, suggestions, recommendations. If you'd like to bring us beers to try, you can just come to StarCraft if you want to give the address. Or make them Google it.
69209 North Forest Avenue, Richmond, Michigan.
You know,
48062.
it's weird that you brought that up because today, as I was like walking on the sidewalk and I saw the address and I'm giggling in my head, I'm like, yeah, it's 69. It's funny number, and I'm like, well, I remember the number. Like, I remember the number address here, but I'm like, what street is this on? And like, I mean, you just got to look up the street signs right there, and I'm like, okay,
Forest and Water.
I'm like, I'm gonna commit this to memory, like, because one day someone might be like, oh, where's the brewery? Fucking Google it. Type it into your phone.
Dude, I've been dealing with that on Marketplace.
Like, how many fucking places do you know with StarCraft? Like, just Google it.
I had some dude want to get a part from me from Houghton Lake. She's like, how far are you from
little bit of a
Houghton
drive.
Lake? I'm like, I'm working in the garage. I can't Google it, but use this Marathon gas station in just Riley, Michigan that you could just Google on its own. We're 1 square mile. Google Riley, Michigan, and that's going to tell you how far we are. Guy goes, oh, looks like you're 2 hours away. Will you meet me halfway? I'm like, no.
Houghton Lake is definitely more than 2 hours away.
That's what he said. I don't.
Hey, I mean,
funny thing-
how does he drive? He's got a fucking like,
I don't know.
a motorcycle. He's just going like 200 miles an hour on a fucking crotch
the
rocket
funny thing
the
is,
whole
the
way.
dude's actually says he's coming by today to pick this part up. So I'm going to be talking about the show. So if he picks it up, listens in a few weeks, he's going to fucking hate me.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just the two delicious beers and pre-gaming that led up to this that makes me like this barley wine. But like,
He already can't do math because we've had 3.
It's okay.
no, this
I'll go for more.
is the third beer. I didn't I didn't count this one.
No.
I don't hate it.
I like it a lot.
So, for someone that says that they hate barley wines, the last 2 we've had, you don't hate them.
We're 2 for 2.
For someone that says they hate cherry, the last cherry ones we had, yeah, they fucking sucked.
Well, that's because we made you drink a cherry sour.
Yeah,
to
that
be
was even
fair.
worse. I
That
don't like
was
sours
good,
either.
though.
I missed
It
the
was
sour.
good.
It was
It
not
was good. Yeah, we just kind of on happenstance.
Was that
Like
the
I
one we
brought a
almost killed
sour
you
and
with?
Johnny brought a sour, so we did a sour.
No, that was a few
before.
episodes before. That was more of that brother. I called you Brother Phil in those episodes, by the way.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, like in all the descriptors, like, and Brother Phil makes an appearance.
Just don't call me late for dinner.
Oh, you go with your jokes. I
had to say it.
You know, some listener right now just started laughing at that. That's that bad.
I hope you spit hot coffee on your steering wheel.
Oh, he's in front of your mic. He's gonna spit something on the mic.
They
I'm
meant the
talking to the listener, not him.
No.
Come on.
Oh, these jokes. Oh,
I wonder where most of our listeners listen to us at. Because someone was saying that
I can tell you the app.
No, I mean like
No, like in
what
the
they're
car
doing. So like
or-
Oh.
this week, I've had a few people tell me that when
Do
they
we
drive up
wanna
north, no, when they drive up north, they listen to us. With the exception of they had their grandkid in the car last time, so they couldn't listen to us.
Good choice.
Very
Good choice.
choices.
it's Johnny's fault for always swearing and making inappropriate comments.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Fucking never mind.
Well, fuckity fuck, Darrell.
Fuckity fuck.
I think that's my favorite episode. still.
We've made
just
our.
everything we tried so hard for in episode 1.
Not to do
like,
anything.
no, fuckity fuck.
Episode 2, we just destroyed it.
I wasn't aware we tried hard in episode 1. I thought it was by accident.
No, it was intentional. We discussed this pregame.
I wasn't intentionally.
I
mean,
know.
but after that, I've done well to you know.
have, you
Yeah,
have.
You know, I haven't talked about eating ass in at least 15 episodes.
No, we talked about it again after.
Yeah.
I think with the girls
Yeah.
or just before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was talked about again.
We've referenced
But it
that
wasn't
song
me.
like 3 times.
But it wasn't
No,
me who
no,
brought it up.
I
See,
brought up
there we
it.
go.
I brought it up one time, that song, because it was in my buddy's garage.
Again, everybody listen to Wheeler Walker Jr. You won't regret it. He's great. He's great.
So at this rate right now, we've talked about it twice this year.
Oh yeah, it's 2024 now, isn't it? Yeah. Happy New Year, everyone.
Cheers.
Wait,
Cheers.
It was New Year. Never mind.
We're fucking
Whatever.
We're 3 months in.
Damn. I'd say drunks, but
it's
extreme
March.
hobbyists.
Yeah, I mean that last drink, like less satisfying than the first few, but not a bad barley
Good.
wine.
I like
I wouldn't
that.
go back for this.
I would.
I think
I would buy more of these. Those are phenomenal.
more than anything, the 12% alcohol would turn me off. Like if I was getting like a flight, I would enjoy that in a flight. But with big beers like that, I want to have several beers.
But that Baltic Porter was really good.
Yeah,
The first
that-
one
That
we've
was
had
yeah.
so
the
that I
first
would
one
drink
was
a pint
good.
of.
I would go with this just because I like the barley wines and triples though.
Although I am pretty excited about this last one because I like these
Me
types
too,
of
and
this
I've
style
had
a lot.
I have
so-
had this one before, and I really like it.
This is a RIS, a Russian Imperial Stout. Let's see what it says. Intense roasted flavor,
You have
lagered
to read it
for
with a
6
Russian
months.
accent. Come on.
It's Polish.
You got to read.
Oh yeah, it's Russian. It says it in the label.
You don't tell the Polish people that.
And if you remember, Russian Imperial Stouts were actually shipped over to Europe.
I don't remember that far
Talked
back.
about this.
Yeah, like episode 3.
It's a bunch of
3 or
motorcycle
4.
people outside. Ah, badass.
I wish I was cool.
I love how the last guy
Well,
had a
you're not,
squirrel tail
so-
hanging off a handlebar.
All right, so Cum's Russian Imperial Stout is a rich in flavor, aromatic, and complex
That's
dark
what comes out.
top fermented beer lagered for 6 months. A specialty appreciated by beer lovers all over the world. And again, it has the 36-month aging timeline on it here. Let's give her a pop.
Oh, sounds good.
Ooh, look at that. I got got the cap and everybody.
You know, you're getting really good at this.
Yeah, I'm well practiced.
So is that like the tip of the beer?
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Okay, I want to make sure.
Can I point out without calling it out? Does anybody else notice the hat that Brother Phil was wearing today?
I forgot what hat I'm wearing.
Beaver Creek.
Well, I like beavers.
As well you should. They're wonderful creatures, and they help repair riparian
It's a
areas.
noble creature.
Yeah. Well, there's a...
What show is that?
I've
Oh,
watched,
How I Met Your Mother.
I've watched a lot of different things about introducing beavers back into their natural habitat. Like it's remarkable how they're like a keystone species. So like as they start to create dams and create flooded areas or riparian areas, like the areas next to rivers and stuff, like natural flora and fauna and things start to come back to life. Like, so the fact that we killed all of them for their pelts, maybe wasn't the best idea.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to kill them.
No.
Always make.
I mean, I'll beat up a beaver, but like I don't want to kill it. You know what I mean?
You forgot the city it was in. That's why I really got
Gaylord, Michigan.
it. Beaver Creek.
I was 20 minutes away from there a couple weeks ago, or last week, getting a truck part.
All right, so
It smells sweet.
Russian Imperial Stout.
It's got almost like a syrupy kind of smell to it.
It does smell like a syrup style.
Like it's got like a shit ton of rye in it or something, but I don't think there's any rye
But
in
it
this.
doesn't smell sweet like the porter we just were tasting.
It's got like a very syrupy
It
sweetness
actually
rather
has a
than.
way sweeter taste than I remember this having.
That is very sweet.
But it's so
That's
good.
syrupy sweet.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
I'll take it.
See, I don't.
I love
I don't think it's that syrupy. Let me.
Oh,
let me
no,
have-
it's
Let me
syrupy.
take
it's
another
syrupy.
sip.
See, if you remember the maple syrup episode that we were slurping, it's like that but watered down.
It doesn't have a ton of flavor to it.
And it's sweet.
A little roasty at the end. I don't think. Honestly,
Nice
I
finish.
like it. I can
maybe
drink a
just
lot of this.
my level of sweetness. I don't think it's that crazy sweet. Honestly,
You're so sweet.
thank you. Valentine's Day was a couple weeks ago.
It's getting weird again.
Shut up, Johnny.
Okay, fine.
I don't hate this, but like as far as Russian Imperial stouts go, like I think the bar is set really high.
He's so submissive.
Normalize telling the boys they're breedable and submissive.
We're still in public, brother. Go to see how weird it gets. Well, let's close the door.
Sign up for the Patreon to see how weird it gets. We keep plugging a Patreon that doesn't exist with content that also doesn't exist.
We have to just keep alluding to that.
Yeah. Eventually we'll have one.
It'll
you know.
eventually come.
So we'll have to refer to that.
No,
as,
these are comes. They're already here.
We have to refer to it as a character that doesn't exist and just keep referring to it like, oh, so if you were on the Patreon last week, you saw this, and just totally fuck with you. Now the episode it's giving the secret away here.
No, we need the Patreon and the PayPal and shit so we can start buying our own beers.
we are working on some content.
Content. That's true.
Start doing that.
Yeah, that
We'll
would
see how it goes.
that would be funny. It's like hey, donate to the beer fund, so we can go buy more beer.
So does anyone remember what day we're going to host the event?
One of you put it in your phone or took notes.
I'll have to listen to that
I think it
episode
was
again.
September or something like September 28th or some shit like that.
Okay. So in the next few episodes, though, we need to start talking about one of the first beers that we're going to make, whether it's the black IPA, and start going through like the profile of what we want out of it. just for the listeners to hear.
I've got a couple of black IPA recipes, so we can.
September 14th.
I was close.
Okay.
I was close. See, that's because last time I specifically remember not drinking too much. I remembered.
That means you didn't have enough.
I had a great time.
I didn't drink too much last time, but I came drunk
Yeah, well, this is
And late.
perpetuated.
and late.
Yeah, it was funny. We were texting, like we've got like a group chat to discuss topics and plan things, and we were texting like I can't even remember why. I was like, do we need any beers?
Yeah.
Do you want me to bring beers? And Johnny replied, and we woke up Darryl.
But beforehand, though, I'm laying in bed sleeping. It was 8:30, 9.
He was all calm
I'm normally
and
already
relaxed.
just relaxed. I'm thinking it's Sunday. I don't have to be anywhere till at least 1 o'clock at the brewery. I can just sleep this morning. My head's already pounding. I feel like shit. I can just rest a little bit. And all of a sudden I hear ding, ding, ding. My phone going off. Look over like, oh fuck! I got 30 minutes to get to the brewery. We got a podcast.
Yeah,
We were all here waiting out front of me.
Yeah, we were here with Mel, our guest, and it was like we're standing outside. And it was cold as fuck. Which
Oh, dude,
it's
it
been
was.
such a warm winter, and that day it was not warm. But
Funny
it was
as
nice
hell.
because like the beers that we brought with us, like it was just enough time outside for the beers to get just a light chill.
True story.
They
True
were
story.
perfect to serve.
Although that day was the best beers we could have drank when I felt like shit because I didn't care for any of them. The sours, the cherries.
Didn't we
did do
the
this-
homebrews? What was
Yeah,
it?
we did the
Those were
homebrews.
Yeah,
fantastic.
those are great. But by that time, he
the
was warmed up
sours-
and back to consciousness.
Is that
Yeah.
the day he was choking and walking?
No,
out?
that was
No.
No, that was the one before that.
That was great though.
So that's the one that just went up.
you know,
I just
That's
gave
how
away
far-
the timeline
That's how
secret.
far behind
but yeah.
we are.
Ahead.
I hate to be a bummer because this is enjoyable, but like this episode seems like it's gone on for a really long
We're
time.
about 38 minutes. Am I right?
Little north. So as of now, 39, 34
Oh, I'm
mark.
damn close. Look at that.
Yeah, see.
So once I edit it, and yeah, probably about 38.
Who knew Combs could last that long?
you know, we had some good
My
comes
girlfriend, I
today.
mean my wife.
No, don't lie, Darryl.
You know, speaking of my wife, yesterday, like I was telling my friend,
wife.
I was telling my friend about the podcast, and he's like, "Oh, how do I listen to it?" I said, "Well, I'll send you some links," and I was like, I don't know off the top of my head. I said I don't listen to it, and my wife's like, "Oh, you give me shit for not listening to it." I'm like, "Bitch, I was there. Like, I don't need to listen to it. You weren't here. You don't know shit. Like, you got to listen."
The other show I did almost 3 years, I didn't listen to a single episode until I started editing.
I was going to say, Johnny keeps posting them up for us to look at and read. And he's like, is everything good? I'm like, yeah. I haven't listened to it once since he's been doing it.
I believe it. Well, I'm going to save the space on your Google Drive. I'm not going to do it then.
Damn, put them up.
Yeah, no,
You can wait until they release
I got
them,
friends that give me money and I give them early episode releases.
Oh, well, what the
So we do have a Patreon. It's just Darrell's.
It's a cash account. It's Cash App.
You know, you should advertise that on your OnlyFans because I'm tired of just the feet pics. I want early releases of the
That's
of the
extra.
episodes. I pay the extra, like, you know.
I charge a lot.
Well, they're nice feet, honestly, you know.
Now, there's people out there that have seen my feet that know you're lying.
He's only got 2 subscribers. It's me and Quentin Tarantino, so that's how you know it's good. Well,
And the unlikely event Quentin Tarantino hears this, please reach out to us and just say hi. I just want to know that
Oh my
you're out
God,
there.
I would drink so many beers with Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love his movies.
All right, I'll put this out there. If anybody in my circle or any other circles knows Quentin Tarantino, tell them this is an open and active invite to join us on the High Gravity
Yeah, we don't
Beer
even care
podcast.
that you suck toes and enjoy it. Like,
He still has to bring beer because I'm the only one that's done it.
Well, yeah, that's the new
From now on.
That's the
From
new
now
rule.
on.
Yeah.
he's gonna bring beer that was like fermented with yeast harvested from Selma Hayek's toes. Like that's what's gonna happen.
They'll need to
I'd
bring
try
their
it.
favorite beer, though. I mean,
What?
whatever their favorite beer is, that's what they need to bring.
Unless it is the beer that
that's-
shall not be named. We
That
don't
was
wanna
always
talk
my
to them.
not a
rule
beer.
for bottle shares. Like
You're
whenever
right. That's fair. That's
whenever we invite new people to a bottle share, I'm always like, bring something unique, bring something expensive, bring something rare, bring something you just like. It doesn't matter. Just bring something. And no one's ever brought anything disappointing. So
Is that a challenge?
Next time I'm bringing one, I'm bringing one that I found in the river.
Johnny's
Don't do it. It's a bad idea.
and Johnny's already tried that. He can vouch.
That was a terrible idea.
Speaking of terrible ideas,
I almost picked a case of Coors up the side of the road I saw on the way here, though.
I think that would have been. I think you should have done that. I think,
No,
you know,
I think I'm hoping it was an empty box, but if it's still in the same spot,
it's
when I
only
get
an
another
empty
way home,
box
I might-
until you fill it, my friend.
I'm not gonna. No,
Aw, he didn't get the joke.
I did after I said it. Oh,
Haha.
Johnny's looks not that good.
I pulled one over on him.
And with that, I think that's time to end the show and go back to some traditions.
Godspeed.
Well, thank you.
If you didn't learn anything today, at least remember this. Beer is the answer that makes everything better.
Can't remember the question, but who cares when you have a cold one in your hand?
Remember, everybody, drink responsibly, drink high gravity.
Most importantly, drink well.
Okay, not the well. Life's too short for bad beer.
Stay frosty, my friends.